According to Amandakas, self-love is the key to a happy and fulfilling life. If you would like to have a happy and fulfilling life, then we must develop self-love. What is self-love? Self-love is a state of appreciation for oneself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. Self-love means having high regard for your well-being and happiness. Self-love also means taking care of your needs and not sacrificing one's well-being to please others. So when we love ourselves, we will take great care of our needs, we will take great care of our well-being, and we will always perform those activities which develop self-love. There are certain examples of self-love, like one of the examples of self-love is accepting yourself as you are. So whatever Allah has given us, whatever body structure we have, whatever talent we have, when we accept it, so this is an example of self-love. When we are grateful for whatever we have in our life. So this is an example of self-love. The second example of self-love is when we prioritize our needs. When we identify our needs, that what are my needs, and then we prioritize those needs, that these are my top priorities. So this is also an example of self-love. The next example of self-love is setting healthy boundaries. When we set some healthy boundaries that we don't cross that, or we don't want to make use of certain words, and we say that I will never use these words. So this is how we set boundaries. Or if there are certain actions or certain activities which disturb our mental peace or which distract us from our study, from our job, from our work. So we set boundaries that I will never perform those activities in my life again. So this is how we set healthy boundaries, and these are important for developing self-love. If you want to love ourselves, then we must develop these we must set these healthy boundaries. The next important example of self-love is forgiving yourself when needed. When we develop the habit of forgiving ourselves, when something bad occurs in our life, when we come across a failure in our life or a loss in our life, so we should not curse ourselves, rather we should forgive ourselves, and we should learn from that mistake or from that failure, and we should encourage ourselves and appreciate ourselves, and we should show confidence in ourselves, and we should believe in ourselves that next time I will perform well and I will achieve those things. So this is how we learn how to forgive ourselves, and this is how when we forgive ourselves, we remain confident, and we start focusing on the next project in our life easily, and then we can achieve great things in our life. So these were some of the examples of self-love. Now there are certain steps when we learn about these steps and then we practice these steps. So this is how we will develop self-love. So the first step is embrace your uniqueness. Whatever unique qualities Allah has given us, when we accept it, so this is how we develop self-love. The second important step for developing self-love is when we stop negative self-talk. When we don't talk negatively about ourselves, but we talk positively about ourselves, we encourage ourselves, we show confidence in ourselves, we should believe in ourselves, we should believe in Allah, we believe in our efforts, we believe in the materializing in our dreams. So this is when we come up with these kind of encouraging praises and encouraging statement and encouraging self-talk. So this is important for developing self-love. So when we engage in ourselves in positive self-talk, so this is how we start loving ourselves. The next important step is treat yourself with kindness. When we treat ourselves with kindness and respect, what does it mean treating yourself with kindness? It means that when we take our time for when we take time for caring about our overall well-being. So this is called treat yourself with kindness and respect. So this is also important for developing self-love. Another important step is focusing on our personal goals. Whatever personal goals we have, we should set some personal goals, and then we must focus on achieving those goals. When we focus on our personal goals, so this is how we can develop self-love, and we develop self-love. The next important tip for developing self-love is practicing self-care daily. When we take great care of ourselves in each and every activity for life on daily basis, and we develop this habit, and we take care of our emotional health, or physical health, or spiritual, or social, and so when we take great care of our well-being, so this is how we learn self-love, and this is how we develop self-love. The last important step for developing self-love is celebrating your achievements. When we, whatever achievements we make, or whatever success we get, when we still celebrate it, and we are proud of that, and we're very happy for that, so and we celebrate in the form of, we arrange a program for ourselves, we arrange a program for our friends, we give parties. So this is how we celebrate it, and this is how we develop self-love. So self-love is important, and we can develop self-love. It will take a little bit time, but when we practice all these steps, so slowly and gradually we develop self-love, and then we fall in love with ourselves. So according to Robert Morley, to love yourself is the first secret to happiness. So everybody want to be happy now. What is the first secret to happiness? That is self-love. So self-love is, as I told you people, that it is about when we love ourselves, so we will have a happy and fulfilling life. Thank you so much for watching. Stay happy, stay nice.